Let's talk about something hard to hear and even harder to recognize and admit: contempt. If criticism is about what your partner is doing wrong, contempt is criticism on steroids. It's not just about behavior, it's about character. It's what John Gottman calls sulfuric acid for a relationship. And when it shows up often enough, it becomes the most lethal of the four horsemen. Now, if you're thinking, that word feels strong, Teresa, I don't think I do that, stick with me. Because contempt doesn't always look explosive. Sometimes it's sharp, sometimes it's subtle, but it always carries the same message underneath. I'm better than you, coming from a superior position. It sounds like sarcasm that cuts, mocking your partner's words or tones, saying, "You're so sensitive." An eye roll, here we go again, a sigh, a smirk, or even that deep, disappointed, "Really?" It's the moment when you stop trying to solve the issue and you start standing above your spouse instead of with them. And I know some of those moments feel justified. You might feel worn down, like you have said it 100 times, like your spouse just doesn't get it. But when that pain comes out as superiority, your spouse feels small, and that space between you gets bigger. Contempt doesn't just damage the relationship emotionally, it takes a physical toll. The research shows that it impacts your health, your immune system, your stress response. Because it's not just what's being said, it's what's being felt in that space between you. And here's the thing most people miss: contempt usually builds over time. It starts with feeling unappreciated, not feeling heard, swallowing resentment, losing hope that anything's going to change. So instead of asking again, you get sharp. Instead of naming your need, you make a jab. But underneath contempt is almost always a longing that hasn't been named, a need that hasn't been met. So what do you do with that? In the Gottman method, the antidote to contempt isn't just stopping the sarcasm. It starts with learning to describe yourself and not your partner, to speak from your own experience, what you feel, what you need, instead of attacking who your partner is. That means saying, "I'm feeling overwhelmed. I need support right now," instead of, "You never help and you don't care." It's a shift from blame to vulnerability, from attack to invitation. And it's sustained by building a culture of fondness and admiration on purpose. That means noticing what's good, naming what you appreciate, and choosing to stay connected with respect even when you're upset. These aren't just kind gestures, they're repairs. They change the emotional tone of the whole relationship. When I work with couples, we don't just label contempt, we slow it down. We trace it back to what's really happening underneath. And most of the time, contempt is an unspoken longing mixed with unhealed resentment. And if we can name that, we can start to repair it. So, if you've caught yourself sounding superior or letting frustration turn into judgment, don't panic, don't shame yourself, and don't keep running with those negative thoughts that are looping over and over about your spouse. Do pay attention, because contempt is the most dangerous horseman, and it's also a warning sign that you don't want to ignore. It can change, but only if you're willing to shift. One small move towards respect at a time. It's not going back, it's about growing forward, and I'm here to help you build something new. Let's keep going. I'll see you in the next video when we'll talk about stonewalling.